you don't have a pantry, you don't feel like you can save money on food, well, that's okay. You can still save money on your grocery budget every single month, and I'm going to share with you some easy ways to do that. But if you're new to our channel, I am Julia, Aaron's behind the camera, and we are the Canny Couple, a small homestead family in rural Virginia that work every single day to merge homesteading and frugality. And let me tell you, I have not always had this beautiful pantry. Before, my pantry consisted of a teeny tiny little section of a closet that was not only my pantry, but it was also where we stored our light bulbs, where we stored our tools and everything else. I mean, I had everything crammed into this little bit, not even a full closet, a half closet.
And access to the attic.
And access to our attic. So if we needed in there, it was a nightmare. So trust me, I feel your pain if you don't have a pantry. And if you like this kind of content, we would really appreciate if you hit the like button right now and subscribe to our channel. So I've not always had this pantry, but I've always been pretty good at saving money on our groceries. And there's a few things that I'm going to tell you you can do right now to start saving money on your groceries that's going to help you long term. So first thing I'm going to tell you to do, you need to build a pantry. I know, space is an issue. Space is limited, or you just like, I don't eat that much, Julia. I don't cook that much. Why do I need a pantry? You need a working pantry, no matter who you are. We have seen supply chains fail. We have seen grocery store shelves empty. I never thought I would see a day where I saw a price limit on eggs, a number of limit. You can only buy one thing of eggs at a time, if you can even find eggs. So I live out in the middle of nowhere where everybody's got chickens, or everybody used to have chickens. It depends on where you are. Yeah, you might hear ours. So I never thought I would see that. So I would tell you, you need to have a basic working pantry. It does not have to be huge. It does not have to look like mine. It could be one cabinet or two cabinets in your kitchen, or you can come up with creative storage. Use those shoe cabinets, those thin ones in your dining room on the wall. You could come up with some really creative storage ideas to build yourself a working pantry. So that's number one. Number two, these become your friend. They become your best friend when it comes to grocery shopping. Sales ads. You're going to have to look at them. You're going to focus on the items that are on sale. Now, don't be, like, oh, well, this says that this item is on sale. Don't do that. You're going to have to actually know your prices. You're going to have to do your research and look. But look at these sale ads. This is where I get the majority of our food. How I make sure to get the best deals. Let me see. I think this week we had a better price here. So this actually wasn't a bad price on the chicken tenders. So you can get chicken tenders for $2.99 a pound. Instead, if you like chicken tenders and that's a good price in your area, that's what I would get them. You want to make sure you're looking at these ads, getting the things when they're on sale, buying them when on sale, and your whole meal plan for that week is going to revolve around those chicken tenders you got for $2.99. You're going to make quesadillas. You're going to make a salad if you like salad. You're going to make whatever it is you like to eat. Now for us, I would make one big meal and be done with it. But if you don't cook like that, you cook one meal every day, you want something different for dinner, do this. You can make chicken parm. You can do anything at all. So just make sure you get the sale items. Like they have these avocados here. So I would probably make like a Mexican chicken. You can make a guacamole with chicken. You can make tortillas, something like that, tacos. I really have a good thing. Also, like the fruit, you would have mandarins for breakfast and lunch. So this is where you're really going to make sure you focus all your effort is getting the best sales that you can and building your meal plan around those sales, not around what you think you want to eat. Sorry, I have to look at my notes here. The next thing you're going to do is price compare. Now, this is where it gets a little bit harder and a little bit more complicated, but this is where I probably save the most money. If things don't go on sale, things that I buy a lot, like sugar, flour, I'm not going to just buy sugar and flour at my random grocery store. I'm going to look for the best price on the sugar and flour that I want. I will tell you I save over $1 buying my flour at another grocery store, at another store, than I do at my regular grocery store. My regular grocery store has it, like, what, $6.99, something like that?
Something like that. And this is King Arthur's.
King Arthur's flour. Mm-hmm. And if I go to Walmart, it is $5.24. That is a huge difference. Huge difference in price. I can get a better price on sugar than I can on Amazon than I can at any of the grocery stores. So I typically try to buy my bulk sugar at Amazon. It's cheaper than I can buy it as your standard anywhere else. So I will go through and I will price compare. And don't limit yourself to just one grocery store. Don't limit yourself to just one type of store. Make sure you're checking your grocery stores in your area. Plan those trips. We don't go to Aldi very often, but when we do, we make the most of those trips. We know what we're going in there to get. We get as much of them as we can within our budget, as much as we need to try to build up a stockpile for the next 3-month trip to Aldi to get a few more. So we build up a stockpile and we just kind of make sure we always have those items in rotation. Use Walmart, use Target, wherever you go to grocery shop. Now we have our phones. You can shop online. You can really price compare so much better than you used to be able to.
Most places.
Most places. Go to your discount grocery stores. That is a great place. I have found in our area, discount grocery stores is the best place for me to find organic snacks. It really is. I got these little crispy chew snacks. They're great. They're small. They're little. They're organic. They come for 75 cents a box. And I got a couple for Isabel and Aaron to have when they want a snack. I could throw it in a lunchbox. I could throw it in our bag for her. Whatever I need to. I have the snacks and they were super cheap and they were still in date. So don't discount going to a discount grocery store and kind of have an idea of what you look for on hand. That typically is where I look for my convenient snack items because I can get them at a really good price. I don't like to build a box around where I shop. I want to be open. I'll tell you, one of the places we shop at Rural King for groceries. It's where I get my olive oil. It's the best price. I also go to Ollie's, and I used to get a lot of pasta from Big Lots until Ollie's became a bit better, and I can get the kind of pasta I like. So be open to shopping at these places. Menu plan around your sale items. I just talked about that. So like we were talking about that chicken. You can do so many things with that chicken. Look at the vegetables on sale. Look at the fruit that's on sale. It kind of menu plan, build a meal plan around those items, depending on how often you grocery shop. Do you shop once a week, once a month, once every 2 weeks, whatever you do? I will say, they say statistically you're more likely to save more if you shop at the grocery store less. Now, I shop sales. I don't go and shop just to shop at the grocery store. So I'd say if you're just shopping at the grocery store, it probably is because it stops you from all that impulse buying. But if you are only shopping your sale items, I think it's okay to go once a week just to hit those sale items. The next thing, don't let the recipe paint you into a box. There are people out there who will tell you, you have to follow a recipe to a T. And I'm going to tell you 75% of the case, that is not the case. You can do, they're completely customizable. Soups, salads, casseroles. I customize everything because every recipe that I see calls for an onion, and let me tell you something, that is one thing we do not have in our house. I have no onions. I don't even make relish with onions anymore. I don't make potato salad with an onion anymore. My mama won't eat it, but that's okay. It's because it's not something I like to eat. If Aaron liked them and really liked them, we would have them, but he could care less, so it's one thing I don't have to buy. If I have a recipe that calls for an onion, it's not in it. It's just not. So you could completely customize what you're eating. Make sure you're looking for recipes that are customizable, like soups and things like that. I make a lot of rice dishes that are all one pot, mix in, throw all the stuff together, and I'm done. I can get my vegetables, my meat, my protein, starches, everything in one go, and I'm done. And it makes it a lot easier for the cleanup as well. So these are the few things that I do that really help out with my when I didn't have a pantry. But even with my pantry, I still use these tricks every single week to help build my meal plan because I meal plan from here. But if you're meal planning from the grocery store, these tricks will still last for you. They'll work for you. They'll make your grocery shopping more efficient, and they'll also lower your grocery bill because you're focusing on those sale items. You're not focusing on that cut of meat that is $7 a pound, not on sale. You're focusing on those cuts of meat that could be $2 to $3 when they are on sale, and focus on those. Or you can even get less. Like I know around Thanksgiving, turkeys are really cheap in our area, so I will focus on getting a lot of turkeys, get those canned so we can have them throughout the year. You have anything else said?
Just, don't go too far away. You know, think about this from a perspective of, you know, a 2 hour drive might not always be worth saving that 50 cents, you know.
You have to plan those out.
Yeah.
You have to really, really focus and plan those grocery shopping out. If you are going to multiple places and multiple stores, we don't go, like, I will go to Walmart probably once a month to pick up flour.
Yep.
Or I'll have Aaron stop on his way home from work because he passes one to go pick up the flour. It makes more sense for us. Not economically because it's using less gas. So you have to think of it that way as well. Plus, it takes less time. He's already over there. He's already by it. He can stop in real fast and get it, or we can schedule a pickup, whatever we need to do. So definitely think about that when you're going through this. But let me know in the comments below, what are you doing? If you don't have a pantry, if you do have a pantry, how are you saving money? Do you focus on cooking straight from your pantry? Do you focus on cooking from the grocery store? I'd love to hear from you. And again, make sure you check out our link tree. You'll see all of our other content. And as always, thank you for joining us on the Canny Couple, where we work hard, live simple, and enjoy life. Have a wonderful day.